So Jordan and Alexandre, you are from France and you're bringing small nuclear reactors to CES, modular reactors. Tell us what that means.
It's a next generation nuclear reactor with a small scale. Both produces electricity and heat. It can provide solutions, decarbonized solution for heat purposes for industrial sites, district areas, these kind of applications, for example.
Well, yeah, what sort of megawatts does it produce? How many megawatts?
So we are 300 thermal megawatts. So at the end we have 110 electrical megawatts and 180 thermal megawatts.
In heat, and then with the heat, what do you normally do with that? Is there a heat exchanger or something you put it through, or?
The heat is normally the lost heat in usual reactors. We can valorize this heat in our concept because of the thermodynamics cycle which we use. So the applications of this heat are what I was talking about, district areas, industrial sites, in order for them to decarbonize their needs in energy for their applications.
All right, so you'd literally use the heat for the applications, or it might be a micro district of houses potentially, right?
Yeah, for instance, yes. It can cover an entire city around 1,000 to 200,000 people. So medium-scaled cities.
How many people did you say?
100,000 to 200,000 people.
Okay, and it's a very small.
One unit.
In that unit. Describe how big is it?
It's around 3 meters, less than 3 meters in diameter, and less than 10 meters in height for the nuclear vessel. And then for the entire facility, because there are auxiliaries and other facilities around, it's about, in terms of area, it's around 4 times the size of a soccer field.
Okay. About 4 times the size of a soccer field is the area. So then do you need cooling ponds and things like that?
For every reactor, nuclear reactor, you need to have cooling. So to achieve that, you can be either close to a water pond or water sources, or using other type of cooling systems. We use sodium as a main coolant in our reactor, and it's a sodium fast reactor.
From a safety perspective, how do you protect it from safety concerns?
So by conception, our reactor has an improved safety and security. So the reactor is buried, and there is a more containment barrier than in usual reactors. So, and we also eliminate accident initiators by conception. So we really have a high
levels of safety. Yeah.
What about from a waste perspective? What do you do with the waste? Is there a lot to deal with?
Due to the reaction, we have waste, but by the conception we reduce these waste, and we also think broader, like we want to use less materials to build the reactor and the nuclear site in a sustainable way.
And so from a cost perspective, is it competitive with other forms of energy?
The goal of Otrera is really to provide affordable energy in terms of cost. So an electricity energy cost at the end of the construction around 60 to 80 euros per megawatt hour of energy.
And so France, something like 80% of the electricity is from nuclear.
Yes.
Do you see opportunities here in the US? I guess that's probably why you're here, but.
Yeah.
So our reactor is suitable for export. So we want to build Otrera reactors in Europe, and we are open to other countries too. So it could be a possibility.
Is it the type of thing that can be produced in a factory so you can get those costs?
Yeah. So the modules are built in factory, and the construction of the reactor is 3 years.
So very, very quick. So do you see the customers then not necessarily being the traditional utilities, but maybe some of the companies that are requiring a lot of energy, like data centers and so forth?
For instance, yes. Yeah, that's why our concept is quite interesting for this kind of applications, because since we produce not only electricity but heat, we can provide local solutions. So you could possibly consider one unit for one big data center, for instance. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming here and being at CES, and good luck with this as you move it to even bigger production.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.